Welcome, 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 my brothers. You already know who I am. I'm D, for those of you that don't know. And this is the Future Fathers FF podcast. My brothers, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all well. I hope your missus is all right, your partner's okay. I hope your children's all right. I hope work's been good to you. Most of all, most of all, I hope you ain't had to beat nobody up this week. No children, at least. You ain't had to beat no children this week. We're not talking about other people. None of that. Bros, something hit me today as, life continues. I had not an epiphany, but my eldest is at his fiance's mum's looking after their dogs. And he came back. I had a little conversation with him. I spoke to my youngest. I had a conversation with him. He went out to go and get his missus some food. And I came in here, I sat down, and I was like, this is mad. Do you know what's mad, my brothers? The father-son relationship. I didn't understand what this was or what it could be until I had my sons. And further to that, I didn't understand anything about, well, understood a little. I understood a little, but I didn't understand the relationship until they got big. Now they're in a position where they're living life for themselves and I don't have to be too involved. It's actually crazy because I'm looking at them as men now and I'm like, you two will never know what it's like not having me around. You'll never know what that's like. You'll never know, you'll never fully understand or never fully grasp the experience of a man who grew up in a house without his dad. I now fully, well, at least I feel like I fully understand the importance of having your dad around. Seeing my sons grow into the men that they are growing into, it fills me with joy and pride at the same time. I'm also excited for the potential for their lives, and I'm also scared for things that I'd rather not say. Don't want to speak anything into existence. But life being life, at the moment, I'm looking at everything and I am grateful. I am super grateful, not only to my sons for growing into such model human beings. Obviously, they've got their flaws. Everyone's got their flaws. But I'm very, very, very happy with how they are. Yeah, they do things that get on my nerves. Yeah, they do things that get on their mum's nerves. But ultimately, they're good guys. And they're both trying to live clean, good lives as well. From my perspective, seeing, or should I say, right, not seeing, okay, from my perspective, knowing what it was like for myself growing up, seeing my dad going to go and stay with him and not really staying with him and staying with my grandparents and comparing that, not like comparing it apples to oranges, it's more like apples to apples, comparing that with the experiences that I've seen my sons go through with me in their lives. Man, I'll tell you something. I've said it before and I will say it again. I'll tell you what, it is completely night and day the confidence that young men have or the confidence that they can build and the reliance that they have on their father. It's absolutely amazing to see my sons doing what they're doing, experiencing what they're experiencing. One's engaged to be married, and one is going to be a dad very soon. So I'm itching. I'm not making faces. I'm not making faces. For me, that is a massive thing because, as I've stated before, I didn't think these things would happen as early as they have happened in both of my sons' lives. I didn't think that was possible. Well, not that I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was going to happen because it's entirely possible and it has happened. I just didn't think it would happen now. But I'm looking at them and I'm like, you're I don't want to say you're ready for this, but compared to life, or should I say, looking at the aspect of life as a whole, yeah, a 20-year-old father and a 24-year-old with a fiance trying to build a business, yeah, like that's not. I was 18 when I was a dad, when I became a dad for the first time. Me and my missus were engaged to be married at 20. So it's 2022. Yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy. But that bond that you build with your son, I'm telling you, my brothers, it is like nothing on earth. Nothing. I can say this only from my experience. Let me move this. Okay. Yeah. I can only say this from my experience. I can't speak it for your experience. Now, yours is definitely going to be a little bit different to mine because we're different people, as I like to tell you all the time. Yeah, man's glasses is all twist up and stuff. As I like to tell you all the time, we're different people. So there's things that's gonna work for you that don't work for me, and things that's gonna happen in your life that won't happen in mine, or have, or haven't. Either way, it's neither here nor there. But the bond you build with your son, it will continue throughout the rest of your existence and theirs. Now, me being in my son's lives and having the influence on them that I hope I've had is enough to fill me with the amount of joy that I have every time I see them. Me being able to impart my life experiences on my sons and seeing them actually take those life experiences and implement them into their own lives. Man, I tell you something. It's like nothing on earth. We're great together, me and my sons. You and your sons will be great together as well. It's just a little work, but you have to put it in. You have to. There's no if, and, or buts about it. Maybe, no. No maybes either. It costs you a little bit, but what you get out of it, you can't measure that with anything. Trust me. The experiences you go through with your sons, the things you get to experience with them, the joys you get to experience with them, the highs and lows, everything all falls where it should, as it should. And I'm telling you now, at this point in my life, I don't think I could be prouder of my sons. The relationship that I share with both of them, I actually cannot put into words. I actually cannot put it into words. I cannot describe it to you. I probably have it at some point, but right now, I don't know how to describe it. And you know what? That's fine with me. I know how I feel. I know how I feel. So it's fine. I don't have to describe it. I might be able to show you the experiences of other dads with their sons, but how do you feel with yours? It's building that relationship as well. I've been around my sons their whole lives. Some of you out there might not get that opportunity. Some of you out there, that opportunity has been taken away from you. If you have an opportunity to try and rebuild that, I would suggest you try and take it. My relationship with my dad has been up and down, mostly down, mostly down on my end. One second. As I was saying, so it's been mostly down, but over the years, and this is something that has been, well, something that's, sorry, something that's developed recently, it's gotten a little bit better. And that's only because I'm not that I'm not judging, man. Yeah, I'm not judging, man, at all. You've lived your life, I've lived mine. But as I've stated numerous times before, I think personally I had the right teacher to teach me what not to do. Because it's what? Come on. Not only did I have somebody that showed me that you had to be around all the time, I had someone to show me that your influence means something. When I didn't hear from man, I didn't hear from man. When I did, it more time than not, it was because I was in trouble. Yeah. But extrapolating that now and taking that experience for myself and looking at how I treat my sons, what I do with my sons, how I've been around my sons, I look at that and say, right, okay, do you know what? Yeah, you didn't do, or you weren't around to do what I feel is necessary for me. But my sister, on the other hand, she got what she needed. Yeah. Which some may say is not fair, but do you know what? It is what it is. I also understand from a dad's perspective now. Yeah. I need to make sure you're healthy because of my sister. That's the dad in me. Not the son thinking, oh yeah, where's my dad? No, 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 no. That's the dad in me looking about some a next brother's health because of his child. I know, or should I say, I know how devastated my children would be if I wasn't around because of the influence that I've had on them. Now I understand because of the influence I've had on my children, the influence my dad has had on my sister. Nah, bro, you have to be healthy, my bro. You have to be healthy for her sake. I might not check on man all the time, but when I do speak to man, you all right? You good? Yeah. How you been? That's it. Not to say that's just it, yeah, but at least I'm asking. I could just as well be like, oh yeah, what you saying, and leave it at that. No, 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 no. When I speak to my brother, same thing. Do you know what? I need to know how healthy you are, my man. I need to know what's going on. You good? How you feeling? You all right? Because now we can start talking about different things because I understand how important you are to your children. Not only that, I understand how important your children are to you. You need to be in the right headspace. We both need to be, or not both, yeah, all parties involved, father and child, especially sons. Well, not especially, I can't say especially because I don't have daughters. My brother, on the other hand, he can attest to this, yeah. I've seen what children are like with their dads. I've seen what sons are like with their dads. I've seen what daughters are like with their dads from afar, yeah. But the camaraderie you can build with your son is just different because it's another male. You're imparting your experiences on this person because you don't want them to necessarily follow in all of your footsteps, but you want them to emulate the good things about you. I'm not gonna front, my brother. Do you know how many times I've said to myself, wow, do you know, if only they would just do this like me. I can't expect that at all. They're not me. They've been taught how to do things by me, but I cannot expect them to do anything like that for a while. Do you know why? I didn't learn this until I was out of my mum's house. They're not out of my house. They're still at home with mum and dad. So for them, they don't have to necessarily do anything. But when forced into a situation when you have to do something, from experience, yeah, you soon learn how to start doing things the way you was taught to do them. Yeah. My sons laugh at me because big my big 40-plus-year-old self, yeah, living in the 21st century. Best believe I still wash things in the bath, you know. My sons and my missus still laugh at me because they're like, we got a washing machine. Yes, I fully understand that we got a washing machine, but certain things I don't want to put in there. It's not all the time. Don't get me wrong. It's not all the time. Sometimes when I feel the urge and then it's necessary for me to, yeah, I'll do that. That's what I've been taught. That's what makes me feel good. So I'm gonna do that. I'm hoping, I'm hoping at some point I start to see my sons do things that I've taught them. But as I said, I don't think I'm gonna see that until they're not in my house. So I have to build a relationship with my sons that when they're not around me and they come back around me, they're comfortable to discuss things. They they're comfortable to explain things that's going on in their lives. Now, I've told you this before. They do that now. We can do that. We sit down and talk all the time. I don't think if I had been around and had the influence on my sons that I have had, I don't think it would be as easy. From experience, I know this. My dad hasn't had the same influence on me that I've had on my sons. So it's a little bit awkward when I'm around him and we sit down to have a conversation. It's not even like a conversation, it's like just words being exchanged. It's a bit mad, but do you know what? That's the dynamic. I can't help how it is. That's what it is at the moment. It may get better. I don't know. It's gotten a lot better than what it was. And I have to give thanks to the Most High for that because you know what? I'm trying to teach my sons how to be better men. In order for me to do that, I have to give them an example. The example is me. All influence, my brothers, good and bad. And I tell you something, sometimes it's not all good. They pick up bad traits that you have as well. You just have to teach them how to leave them alone. Bros, I hope I've imparted something on you this evening. Something that you can take with you and go, yeah, do you know what? I like that one there. So please, my brothers, do not forget the store as usual. walletbutcher.bigcartel.com. Ha, I remembered. All in one. There you go. Bang. Right. And the Discord. These things will all be in the description, my brothers. Please go there, have a look, enjoy yourselves, and help your missus out. You know what is coming up to Valentine's Day? Yeah, go over there. Do yourself a favor. Get something that she'll like. Trust me. Don't. Yeah. Trust me. Serious. Yeah. Do the thing. My brothers, please Like, share, subscribe. Do the flicky button. You know what that one is. Post notifications. So when the next videos go, you will be notified. My brothers, I've been D. You've been my guest. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Please look after yourselves and each other. Stay well and stay blessed.